Hello students, in the last video session we had seen how we can delete at the beginning and we also saw different operations of insertion. So in this video session let me tell you how we can delete in the end at the end of the circular linked list. Suppose I want to delete the last node, then what are the conditions that we have to check. Okay, now I have taken here two pointers. If you are able to see that, I have taken two pointers, current and previous. These are the two pointers that are needed for us. I will tell you as I go along why I have taken them. As I told in the previous video sessions also, if you want to delete, the first and foremost thing that you have to check is if the list is empty. Okay, that is what we are doing here. This part, we are checking if the list is empty, then deletion is not possible at all. Okay, so how do you check if delete is empty? If head is equal to none. This we have seen already in the previous video sessions for other operations also. So if head is equal to null, then it is empty. That means deletion is not going to be possible. Alright, the next condition is what? Suppose I want to delete at end and I have only one node in the list. These two conditions are same what we have done in our previous video session with respect to delete at the beginning. There also we have checked these two conditions. For ending also we have to check these two conditions. Look at this part. Suppose I have only one node in the list. How do I check that? If head of next is equal to head. This is the head. Head of next. Head of next is pointing back to head. That means you have only one node and that node will get deleted. Correct? Because we want to delete. So whether deletion at beginning or end doesn't make any difference here. If then I am going to display what I am going to delete. See out head of data. What is head of data? 23. So that means 23 is going to get deleted. What will happen to my linked list now? Because we have deleted the only node that was there, my linked list will now become empty. There are no more nodes. If linked list is empty, so what should I do? I should initialize head to none. So that is what we have done. So these are the two conditions that we are checking. First, if the list is empty. So if the list is empty, we cannot delete at all. That's the first thing. Second thing is what? You have only one node in the list. And deletion at the beginning or at the end, whatever it is, that the node will get deleted. So if the node is deleted, then what should I do? I will say head is equal to none. Now, if head of next is equal to head, that means there is only one. Else means what? Let me take another option where you have several nodes in the list. Okay, then what will happen? How I want to delete the last node because deletion at the end. This is head. So as we all know, head points to the first element of the list. Okay, now. So there are several elements. Else means what? Head of next is not pointing to head, it is pointing to, you have several nodes in the list. I want to delete the last node because deletion at the end. So I have to delete this node. If I delete this node, what will happen? This link should point to the first node. That is the change that has to happen. So that means I have to traverse till the last. I have to keep track of, I want to access the last node as well as this node. This node is required because next of this 41 should connect back to 23. So I need this node 6 because 6 has to be deleted. I need to access 41 also because next of 41 should come back to 23 because it is a circular linked list. Now that means I have to keep track of 41 as well as 6. That is the reason I have taken two pointers, current and previous. Now, what have I done? Current is equal to head. I have initialized current with head. So, this becomes the current. Now, how do I check? I have to go up to the last one and this one also. How do I go to the last? How do I check whether I have arrived at the last node or not? I go on checking if current of next is not equal to head because last node will always point back to the head node that we already know. So while current of next is not equal to head, what am I going to do? This is current because we have initialized current is equal to head. While current of next is not equal to head, current of next, this one, is it pointing back to head? No, it is pointing to 17. So this condition is true. What are we going to do? Previous is equal to current. Current is equal to current of next. So what is current? This one. This will become my previous. Current is equal to current of next. So this will become my current. This will not be current anymore. Okay? If this condition is satisfied, if current of next is not head, current of next is not head. What are we doing? Previous is equal to current. Whichever is the current node, that will become the previous node. The next node will become the current node. Current is equal to current of next. Again, I will go back into the while. While current of next is not equal to head. Which is current now? This is current. 17 is current. What is current of next? Is it equal to head? Is it pointing to head? No, it is pointing to 41. So, condition is satisfied. So, I will come here. Previous is equal to current. Current is equal to current of next. So, what will happen? This will now become the previous. This will become the current. Alright. Again, I will go back. While current of next is not equal to head. What is current now? 41. What is current of next? It is pointing to 6. It is not pointing to head. Okay. So, previous is equal to current. Current is equal to current of next. This will become previous. This will become current. Again I will go back. While current of next is not equal to head. What is current of next? Current is 6. What is current of next? It is pointing to head. So, this condition is not satisfied. So, I will not get into the while loop. I will come out of the loop. I come out of the loop. Now, I know this is my previous. This is my current. When I come out of the while loop, what is the status? When I come out of the while loop, this is 41 is previous, 6 is current. Now, which one I should delete? I should delete 6. 6, how can I access? Current of data. Current of data is nothing but 6. So, that will get deleted. Now, this should come and point to my head node. How can I access this? This is nothing, this is your previous. Previous of, this becomes your previous of next. Previous of next will point back to head. How can I access this node? That is nothing but your current of next. So, that is why we have written previous of next is equal to current of next. Current of next means where current of next is pointing? Current of next is pointing to head. Correct? So, my previous of next should now point to wherever current of next is pointing. That is why we have written previous of next is equal to current of next. Okay? So, this is how you try to delete at the end. We have checked if the list is empty. If the list is not empty, then we have also checked if we have only one node in the list, then what will happen if it is deleted. Then we have gone for the condition where you have several nodes and we try to delete the last node. So, to delete the last node, I need to keep track of the last node as well as the previous to last but one node, because that has to be connected back to your head. 41 becomes the last node after you delete 6. So, I have to keep track of 41 as well as 6. That is why we take 2 pointers, current and previous. I hope it is clear. Next, we have seen deletion at the beginning, we have seen deletion at the end. Next, we will see how to delete every alternate node. Okay. Okay. Now, let us see how we can delete alternate nodes. Okay, this is there as part of your lab cycle as well. Now, delete alternate node means, let me take an example of a linked list. Let us assume this is my linked list that is existing. I should delete alternate nodes means either I delete 23, 14, 65 or I delete 17, 41. Okay, let us see how it works. First, what you have to check before deleting, as usual, I am checking if my list is empty, then so how do I check that? If head is equal to null, then it is empty, you can't delete. Alright. Next, I am taking 2 pointers. I am taking no delete and delete. These are the 2 pointers. Just for our own understanding, I am trying to take that. Okay. No delete and delete are the 2 pointers that I have taken here in this code. No delete, if you see there, I am initializing that to head. So, it will be pointing to 23. No delete. Correct? So, head means this is your 23 is head is pointing to 23. I am initializing no del with this one. If you observe here, no del is initialized to head. So, what will happen? It will actually no del will be pointing to 23. Then I am taking one more pointer del, which is going to point to head of next. Now, this is head. Head of next is pointing where? 17. So, delete is another pointer which is going to point to 17. Which means, whatever is no del, I am not going to delete. No delete. Okay. Delete and no delete. That is what is exactly that means. So, delete is 17 and 41. Let us say we are trying to delete here. How do I go about it? Now, So these two we have initialized. Next, while no delete is not equal to head and delete is also not equal to head. Okay, not equal to head means they are not the last, both are not the last node. Only if it is the last node, it is going to point back to head, correct? So both are not pointing to the last node. Is it pointing to head? Delete, no delete, no. Delete also is not pointing to head. So this condition is satisfied. Next, no delete of next is equal to delete of next. No delete of next will become equal to delete of next. That means, what is no delete is 23. This of next is what? 17. Correct. Delete of next. Which is delete? 17. 17 of next is what? 14. So now, no delete will become 14. Are you getting me? We initialized this with no delete. Then I said no delete of next will be equal to delete of next. No delete of next is what? 17. So, no delete of next is 14. So, this will come now at point here. That is how I try to delete this 17. Are you getting? No delete of next is this particular link. This link will be now pointing to delete of next. This is your delete. Delete of next is what? This one. So now this will point to here. So that means this node is gone. Are you getting? Okay. Then node L is equal to nodal of next. So this will become my node L is equal to nodal of next. This will become my node delete. New node delete will now become this 14. Okay. Now if no delete is not equal to head, this is not the last element. So delete will become no delete of next. So this will become my next delete. So that is how we are trying to delete the alternate nodes. It's very simple. I am taking two pointers, no delete and delete. Alright. Then no delete is pointing to head, delete is pointing to head of next. That is the next element. While these two are not equal to the last element, what are we doing? No delete of next will be made to point to delete of next. This is my no delete. No delete of next should point to delete of next. This is our delete. Delete of next is what? It is pointing to 14. So this 23 linked from 23 should point to now 14. So that this 17 gets deleted. Then which is our no delete now? New no delete is nothing but no delete of next. No delete of next is pointing where? 14. So no delete will now become our 14 will become the new no delete. If no delete is not equal to head, that means if it is not the last element, then delete will become no delete of next. So like that, I go on repeating this. Next again what will happen? This will get connected to this one. This will get deleted. So that's how I am trying to delete the alternate nodes. I hope this is clear to you all. Okay, next session we will see how we can delete any specific node. We have seen deletion at the beginning, at the end, deletion of any alternate node also we have seen, and then we can see how next let us see how we can delete any specific node. Okay, so let us see that in the next video session. Thank you.